Hi guys, how are you? I'm making this video to talk about a new Pi menu and menu I'm making. It's like my Wasos Pi menu, but I made it from scratch to make something that will work with Blender 4. And the goal is to be as complete as possible, to have all the necessary settings, and to be as easy as use as possible too. So, like I said, it's like my Wasos Pi menu. That means you will press tab and you will have something like that. As you can see, I added some icons, and with this I think it's pretty nice. Okay. So, this one, like I said, it's like my Wasos Pi menu. That means when you want to enter into a component mode, you will just have to select it. For example, I'm currently in object mode. I will just go in face mode, and boom, I'm in face mode. So tab, vertex mode, edge mode, white paint, sculptor mode, object mode, etc. So as you can see, the goal is to be as fast as possible, because normally you have to go in edit mode and after change the mode. As you can see here, it's slow, and personally I really dislike that. I prefer to go directly in the mode I want to be. I want to go in face mode, boom, I want to go in texture paint, I mean, etc, etc. So this is the basic tab mode. Okay, so I will have a bunch of pies. Hop, let's go to the add-on, hop, here. And as you can see here, I have a bunch, but all the pies use the current menus. That means you don't have to learn anything. Tab, this is for the mode, okay. Z, that will be for the shading. Like that, you will be able to go in render, solid. I added something like the grid. Sometimes I like to hide the grid. So let's go here, like that. You will have Shift Z for some settings too. For example, if you want to activate the in-front, cavity, face orientation, etc, etc. So Z and Shift Z for this. Nothing too complicated. You will have the W here, as you can see, the active tool. This one will allow you to select, for example, if you want to select the move tool, the scale, the select, etc, etc. Everything is there, easy. Boom, select. This is the power of Pi menus, in my opinion, because this is fast. And that's why also I try to not add too many options on the Pi menus to still be as fast as possible. So let's see. We have the selection Pi menu, switch mode. I should rename this one here. The active, we have the snapping Pi menu. So this one you will have the snapping. So as you can see, still vertex, edge, faces. I will still keep the position between each Pi menus to make it correct. So for example, if I go in edit mode, I will call this menu, and as you can see, I will be able to choose between some the snap. For example, if I want to activate it or disable it, easy, fast, and directly like that. For example, if I disable it, if I go in vertex, boom, it will automatically enable it. Okay, so like that you can switch between the mode you want directly, and after, if you have some options to activate, you will be able to do it. Okay, you will have also some possibility here. That will change also depending of the selection of the type of the mode you will choose. For example, as you can see here, maybe I should move it at the bottom on this one. I will try to do it, and you will be able to choose what you want, etc, etc. Okay, so easy peasy. So you will have the pivot origin. So this one, you know it. This is basic, cursor to selected, origin to selection, origin to 3D cursor. I added some options. For example, let's see, I will choose this, Shift S, and I will choose origin to bottom, and boom, as you can see, the origin will be to the bottom of this one. okay? So, easy peasy, you will be able to edit the origin here, like that, up, if I want. I can activate the snap vertex, and boom, I will do this. So, Shift S, my bad, and boom, okay? So, this one is pretty useful, I use it all the time. And that's it for this one. You will have, after that, the align. The align, I made it better. That means you will be able to align object, okay? Or you will be able to align component, like that. You will be able to clear the cursor, location, rotation, and transforms, etc., etc. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty simple. And this one is really nice. I use it a lot, in fact. You will also have the delete menu here, okay? So vertices, edge, and faces, and all the other parts you want to use. Easy peasy. In object mode, up, X, that will just give you this, okay? Because we don't need more than that for this one. Okay, for the selection, you will have A, okay? So as you can see, you can select all the objects in this scene, or deselect, like that. If I go in edit mode, I will be able to select, to have more options, like that. Select loop inner region, select boundary loops, etc., etc. So this one is really useful. Okay. Up. Control A. So Control A will give you this. So, as you can see, I need to add some part, some icons, or if this add-on is not finished, so I show you to have some information about what I can add, what you would like to have, etc., and what do you think about this. So, as you can see, you can apply the rotation, location, scale, or all, or clear, and apply. As you can see, easy peasy. So the Z we saw it, the O, as you can see you have the proportional here. Let's disable the snap. With the O you can directly choose, bam, as you can see, if you want directly to activate it and choose a mode, bam, you choose the mode directly, or you disable it, okay? Maybe I forgot, let's see in edit mode, up, press O, okay, so maybe I should add, for example, if we activate it, I should add those options, those two options here, okay, and you will have the proportional size here, so maybe I can, so they are here, connected, proportional, but I need maybe to add this one. Could be nice to be able, because I'm using a pen, I don't use a mouse, that means I cannot edit the proportional size, okay, so by adding it here, I could be able to edit it, and this time that will, this is the only time I need to use my mouse, in fact, in Blender. I don't use my mouse at all, and that could be nice, so I will add it. I forgot we have, maybe it's new, I'm not sure, let's see on this one, up. Let's go back on the layout, up. And yes, it's on Blender 3.6, so it's nice to know it's possible. Okay, so let's go back here. How? Alt-C, Alt-C, that will be this one. You will be able to edit the median point, that means those points here. Alt-C, bam bam, easy peasy. Alt-Q, up, let's go in object mode. Alt-Q will be for the normals. Maybe I need to make it in edit and object, not only in object mode, because, let's see here, as you can see, we can have access to it like that, okay? So let's disable the proportional editing. So Alt-Q, like that, easy. The pie areas, that means I press Control Space, I will have this. I will be able to split my view like that, up, and after I will be able to change the part I want to change, okay, if I want. Previously we had a join area, so I'm working on it to try to be able to join directly the area like previously. and I hope I will make it because I really like this one. And what I did too was to add the editors here. Okay, so as you can see, you can do this and you can choose the editor like that. You will be able to maximize, full screen, duplicate, close, etc, etc. So this one is really fast. Bam, you choose whatever you want. I want the info. Up, I want the 3D view, etc, etc. So like that, you can choose the view you want directly. Shift W, Shift W, it's this one, this is for the views. I'm not sure I will use Shift W for this one. Personally, I like to use this, this is Alt middle mouse button, okay? Or I go directly on the keyboard, numpad key, but Shift W will give you this result right now. Okay, so after we will have the unwrap. So let's go in edit mode, unwrap, and you will have what you want. For example, for the clear sim and mark sim, I wanted to be fast. That means I want to in edge mode select this, bam, it's done, bam, it's done. I can remove. Okay, I don't need to go to select, where is it, mark sim here. Okay, so the goal is to be fast, bam, 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 bam. Okay, so unwrap, follow active quad. I will make the, I think it could be nice to have the follow active quad in one click. Right now this is the basic, this is the normal follow active quad, but I would like to make it in one click, that will be better. Smart UV project, cube projection, project from view, light map, reset, etc, etc. So the this one is pretty simple. The merge by menu, here you will be able to merge by distance, add cursor, collapse, etc. And if you select and have one that is active, as you can see, you will have at first and at last. Okay, so easy peasy. And also I added this, but I will show you this later for the merge. Okay, so what do we have? This pass bar I will show you later. This one, Control Shift A. My bad. Up, Control Shift. Oop. Okay, this one. I think I will change the shortcut. So this one, what is it? This is add object, but those objects, let's see, let's add a cylinder. Those objects are non-destructive, that's me. I will do this, okay? So after that, I will be able to call them. To call these settings with Alt and RMB. And I will be able to edit everything on my object, okay? So let's go back, the thickness, the offset, if I want n-gone, if I want to align to the 3D cursor out of view, and that's it. That means you can place your object, and you can, let's see, add a modifier, etc, etc, if you want. And after you can still, my bad, edit it later, okay? I can move it, like that, scale it, and still edit it. Easy peasy. After that, I will apply my primitive, and that will done. This is now a normal primitive. So, I made some objects, a cylinder, a sphere. Same for the sphere, as you can see, this is really fast to have access to these settings. Okay, so Alt RMB, I can edit the diameter, I can edit these subdivisions, I can scale it, just to show you, up, and it will follow. Up, let's move, up, up, like that. Vertical subdivisions, and once I'm okay, apply. Okay, so the viewport wireframe, and I will add this. So this pie menu is for those primitives that I personally use a lot, and I like to be able to edit those primitives. Okay. In fact, this is the same for the cube. Just to show you, as you can see, you can change the dimensions in X, Y, the thickness, and you can edit the offset. Okay. So if I enter offset to 1, that will give me this result. So like that you can add a cube with directly the settings you want. And you can align it to the, let's see, Control B, up, let's place this one, I can do this, for example, if I use copy the cursor, Shift S, selection to the cursor, and that's it. After I can edit up my settings like that. Easy peasy. Okay, that's the goal of those primitives, to make them editable. This is basic. This is in fact just some modifiers like that. I could use geometry nodes. Maybe later I will use geometry nodes, but for my perspective, for what I wanted to do, this workflow with modifiers works pretty nicely. Okay, and people can just edit them here, but even with geometry node I can add them here too. But like that, boom, here I can modify it. Okay, so Control Shift A, Control S, save, open. Okay, so this one is basic. You can create a new scene, open file, save your scene, save as, incremental save, link an asset, append an asset, recover the autosave, and recover the last session. Okay, so as you can see, I'm adding only what I think it's really useful. I don't want to add too many options, too many settings, etc. You can import OBJ, FBX, GLTF. Personally, this is the ones I use the most. I don't add, it's rare to add, for example, to import an HVG, an STL, an STL, etc., etc. I don't need to add everything here. And as you can see, I need to disable some import add-ons. Okay. So this is, yes, the RMB pop-up. I will show you this later. W, this is this. A, we saw it here. Alt C, maybe I have more. Ah, yes, it seems I have several pivot point. Alt C. Maybe I need to fix those ones because pivot point. And this is not the same. Okay, I will fix this. Like I said, this is a work in progress. So Shift Tab will give you the snap. As you can see, how the proportional. No, in fact, my bad. I have difficulties. In fact, my code is okay. As you can see, I have UVs here. Okay, so that's too bad. I'm already cool. So let's switch. Let's UV. Let's select this one. Okay. So on this one, you will have also in the UVs my pie menus. So as you can see, let's come here. So you will have tab like previously. As you can see, I have the sync here. This is this one. Okay. So like that, you can sync directly. You can select the island, etc. And depending of the one you will use, obviously the pie menu will change. Okay, so you will have this, you will have W, okay, like that. Maybe if I select, it seems it needs something here. I will check, maybe it's normal what I did. You will have the A. As you can see, you can select the pinned, select shorten path, etc., etc. The Alt X, as you can see, I made, for example, let's do this. Let's move this one, let's move this one. You can align to top, like that, up, align to right, like that. Okay? So like that, that can be really fast. You choose the direction, bam, 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 it's done. Okay? Shift Tab, this is the snap, if you want to activate it. The proportional, obviously, like previously. The U for the unwrap, like that. The merge at center, at last, at cursor. And the Alt X, we saw it previously. Okay, so as you can see, this is basic. This is the basic pie menus you need to use Blender. I will add or edit them, add more if necessary, or edit them if necessary too, to make everything correct. So, bam, as you can see, fast. After that, let's talk about something I like. This is the LMB, Alt LMB, this one. Okay, so we saw it on the Torus on my custom primitives. That means I can call the menu with Alt LMB. I like it because this is fast. And what I did was to do the same for other cheap type of object. That means I will do this, Alt LMB, and I will have these settings for my curves. Okay, so if I want an offset, if I want this, if I want to edit this, etc. Okay, obviously it will work with several objects. You will press Alt, you will click, let's see, 12, bam, it will work on several objects, easy, with Alt, like in the menus like that. Okay, so I wanted to have access to what I use the most really fast. For example, on my camera, so if I go to my camera, let's go to the active camera, as you can see, I can directly call and choose the part I want to add. I can add a focus object if I want, and edit my settings. Easy peasy, nothing complicated. Okay, same for the metaballs. Okay, if I go in edit mode, I will have my other settings for my metaballs. And I forgot, on some type of object, you will go on tab, like that, and that will give you this. But on some object, like this one, you want just to go in edit mode. So as you can see, the tab will just go in edit mode. Same for this one, okay? And on some other, you will have this, and on some other, you will have nothing, okay? So like that. For example, on this one, if I go in pose mode, I will be able to call the pose options here. If I go in edit mode, I will have the edit mode options. On my light, I will have the settings of my light. Easy peasy, nothing complicated. You want to edit your light, bam, you can. Bam, easy peasy, like I said. I want something really simple. One thing I forgot to show you was, if I go in sculpt mode, the space menu, yes. Let's finish this one, in fact. On this one thing that will not work, this is really weird, so let's put the cursor to selection. Let's see a plane. I will show you something. Hop. Let's go in render view. And if I select my both objects and I press Alt on here, as you can see, I cannot edit both color. I think it's a Blender limitation, because if I press Alt, I will be able to edit other settings. Same here, in fact. Hop, 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 hop. So if by selecting the color, you cannot edit both, this is normal. This is a Blender issue. Okay. Bam, this is the lattice. Easy peasy. And that's it for the Alt LMB. I will try, maybe it could be nice if I have an image to be able to edit my image, so I will add it for the other object. I will add what is necessary to be fast. I want to edit my curve, easy. I want to edit this, easy. I want to edit this, easy. As you can see, I have access to everything, and I really like this part, okay? Same for this. Okay. So one thing I forgot to show you was the space key. So right now, if you press space, you will have this menu that will show you some pie menus. But I think I will get rid of this one, because personally I'm using SpeedFlow, and SpeedFlow is on space. But when you go in some mode, like this cult mode, you will press space and you will have your brush. Okay? You will press space here and you will have all your brushes. Okay, so like that I can come here, edit, choose the brush I want to use, easy, fast, etc. And if I need another brush, I can select it. Okay, so I really like this one. I also added, Control A, no, Shift A, my bad, on the curve, fur, up, like that. If you go up, my tab, it seems I need to fix this one. Okay, so if I press space, you will have the comb brush, like that. You will be able to edit this one. Okay, so if you have a fur, space will give you this. So yes, I need to fix this one, it's not working. If you go in edit mode, bam, space, same, I need to fix this one. I don't, okay. Like I said, this is a work in progress, and it's nice now. I know I need to fix this. I was thinking of something. For example, if you are in sculpt mode, if you call my simple menu, I will add the option sculpt, etc. You will have this if you press RMB, but it's pretty limited. Okay, so I can change my brush, and let's see. As you can see, that will change. But this is the basic part, and I wanted to add more options. I want to concentrate on my sculpt. That means I added the mirror action options. As you can see, this is this one here. I added some brush options here, the ones I use the most. So tell me if you want one or two more, but I'm trying to only add the most used settings. For the fall-off here, maybe I could keep the fall-off always visible, but I don't really use it a lot. Sometimes down I can switch directly between each fall-off. I will select the constant, and if you check, the constant is there. So I will select, let's see, this one, and it's okay. Maybe I should add this here. I will check. I'm not sure it's necessary. In fact, I personally can remove it because I really don't use it a lot. After that, you will be able to enable the topo. So let's enable it. Okay. I have the directly proper settings, constant detail, because this is the one we want to use the most. And I can detail float fill my object. Okay. Easy peasy. I can disable it like that. Same for the remesh. I can remesh my object directly. Bam. It's fast with the settings I want. Okay, so this menu for me is nice. Pie menus are nice, but when you want to edit several objects, it's better to use a menu. That's why I'm using menus for my object. Let's see like that. It's faster. And last one, when you have your object, you will be able to add, let's see, a subsurf, or to remove it. To extract the object, for example, let's see, I will go in edit mode, select everything, Shift D, like that. And if I click on extract, it will automatically extract the object, okay? And on this one, there are some settings like my RMB pie menus. In fact, I wanted to combine my Wazus pie menus with my RMB pie menus because I don't use a lot of things in my RMB pie menus. That means this is the RMB pie menus. I like it. It's pretty nice. It will change depending of the selection. You will have something like the ones I use the most, subsurf, separate, parent, like that. Add modifier, it can be nice. In edit mode, the ones I use the most will be, for example, those two. I need to activate the add-ons. And let's see the normals, the remove double, and in fact the merge. Ah yes, the merge. What I did for the merge here, so let's go. Let's add a simple cube like that. Alt G. Was in edit mode, I added smart merge and smart connect. Okay, so if you click, you will be able to connect the object and the point directly like that. Space to do this. Up. This one I use it so much. Yep. Like that. Up. Up. Like that. RMB to exit. I really like it. I use it so much. And I make it work with Blender Form. So the Smart Connect, the Smart Merge will give you this result. As you can see here, you will have some options. So you can do this to merge the point you want, like that. Okay? Up, up. Let's see, up. Space to exit, and you can continue. Easy peasy. I really like those choose object. Alt G, Shift C, like that. Or you can Alt X and clear transforms, like that. Okay. So, like I said, I will have this, I will activate the auto merge, I have options, I have tools, I will add more on this one. I want to add what I use the most when modeling. I don't want to add too many options. There are too many options I never use. For example, the knurl, I never use it. The smooth relax sometimes. The spin, I never use it. The option for the cursor, this is not really necessary. But this tool is really nice. I use it from years, and I like it. I have some, in fact, it's full of smart tools, as you can see, depending of what you will click. If you click on Shift, Control, Alt, etc., that will give you different possibilities like that. Okay, so as you can see, this is nice. Simplify, circle, add some circle, the knife tool, etc., etc. But like I said, I want something with less possibility, but only what is necessary. So as you can see, with the smart menus like that, this is really useful. You can edit your object on the fly. You don't need to go into the UI. You can do whatever you want. You can go in face mode, in sculpt mode, etc. You can add some custom primitives, etc., etc. So, and as you can see, I need to fix the merge because it should be not there here. And like I said, this is the this is not finished. Okay. Right now, the name is Beginner's Pie Menus. I'm not sure it's okay to use this name. I'm searching for some names. So if you have some ideas, it could be nice. And like I said, I will continue to work on this this add-on because I think that will be the one with SpeedFlow I will use the most. SpeedFlow, SpeedRotopo, SpeedSculpt. Maybe I should name a spin menu. It's not really nice, a spin menu. Maybe efficient menu, smart menu, pro menu, I don't know. But I will use it so much, and I want to make it perfect. And maybe on some other areas I could call some pie menus. On some ones it's interesting, on some other I don't think it could be nice. For example, let's see, on the shader editor, I don't see the interest of this one because there is so much possibilities. Okay, so it's, and same for the geometry node. It will not be really interesting to have them. Obviously you can change the view, you can split the view, you can do whatever you want like that. And that's it. Up. I need to make the join. I missed the join. Up. And as you can see, this is difficult. Up, like that. Okay. So maybe the video is too long, I'm sorry for that. This is still a work in progress. I hope you like it. I personally like it. I really like those smart menus like that, because this is fast. You select, bam, you do whatever you want. And obviously I didn't wanted to get rid of the basic RMB menu. It could be fine. It will not be smart move to get rid of those ones because beginners. And in fact, the alt works in fact pretty nicely. I like it. I don't want to. It's nice. I will have to edit the code to work with SpeedFlow to make it correct, because the space, I will get rid of this one. I'm not sure people will use this. So that's it. I will stop there. See you later for another video and another update. And obviously I'm working on my other add-on to update them as much as possible. The next one will be SpeedFlow. I just have something to fix on the bevel and it will be ready for Blender 4. It was a big change. It was a big change, pretty difficult, because they removed a lot of things with decrease the bevel weight, etc., etc. So it took more time to fix it, but it will come soon, next week, I think. Speed Rotopo, Speed Sculpt, etc. All my other add-ons are up to date for the last Blender version, and I will continue like that and make some. I have an idea for another tutorial, but this time that will be a character, I think, to change, because my work is mostly making characters. So why not make a character for a tutorial? And I have something I really like to do. Okay, so see you later.